Welcome to week 5. Let's go to the course, to the landing page. If you click on class content, it will take you to the task that will be due this week. Please note from the very beginning or the very top of that page, you have your study guide for exam 1. Your exam 1 will open Thursday, October 2nd at 12:01 a.m. and will close Friday evening, October 3rd at 11:59 p.m. Once you enter the exam, you will only have 2 hours in which to take the exam. You can only enter the exam one time. So I did want to take you through the study guide for exam 1. It is a printable document. As we go through each part of this exam, please pay close attention. You will have 4 parts to the exam. The first part of the exam will be these 10 events within the historical time frame that we've been studying for the exam 1 material, and you will have to put that in sequential order, 1 being the furthest away and 10 being the most recent. So what you'll have to do when you study for this is that you'll have to go through each one of these events and you will have to find the date, and then you'll have to put them in order. When you come into the exam, you will have to put them in order 1 through 10. You will not have to know the date, or at least give me the date. You'll have to know the dates when you put them in order, but you will not have to memorize the dates, but you will have to memorize the order. Part 2, I have 35 terms here that are found in your interactive lectures or your textbook. You will need to know the definition of all 35. What I do on the exam is that I give you the definition and you will have to provide the term. So you will need to know all of these terms very, very well. Of these 35, I will only put 10 on the exam, and it will be a different 10 for each exam. So you have to study all of them because you don't know which 10. Again, there is no word bank. You will have to supply the term to the definition that I provide on the exam. Part 3 is a prepared essay. I give you the essay verbatim as it will appear on the exam. You have 10 days to write this essay. What you will do is you will bring that essay with you into the exam, and you will have to rewrite it. You will not be able to cut and paste. May I suggest very strongly to you that you take the time now to write that essay. I am looking for really well prepared essays. You cannot wait until you get into the exam to write this. Even though these are things that we discussed on the discussion board and things that we covered in class, prepare now for that essay. Again, you will be able to bring that piece of paper with you when you enter the exam. That's the only thing that you can use in the exam, but you will have to rewrite it. That will be your part 3 of the exam. Your part 4 of the exam is a term essay. Of the 35 terms that I put on your exam prep or your study guide, I will pick 5, and again, none of you will get the same 5 terms, that you will have to create an academic essay. That means you have an introductory paragraph with a thesis statement, and that thesis statement must state how those 5 terms are connected. And then you will have 1 paragraph for each of the terms, and then you will have a concluding paragraph. I gave you a sample term essay on the content page, so make sure you look over that and you understand what I'm asking you to do. This exam is set up that you only see 1 question at a time. So the first question will be the sequence of events. You will have to answer that question, and then you will have to submit that question. You will not be able to go back. You'll go on to question 2, and then you will go all the way through the exam. The first 2 parts of this exam are only worth 30 points. These last 2 essays, which are the last 2 questions that will appear, you will have the first essay, which is the prepared essay, will be the next to the last question. You will finish that essay, and then you will go on to the next essay. Again, you will not be able to go back. You can only go forward. The last 2 parts, the 2 essays, are worth 70% of your exam. So my point in telling you that is that you must study everything that I put on this study guide. I've given you all the answers. You just don't know how I'm going to ask the questions. This is a really good opportunity for you to make a very good grade in this class if you put the time into studying this material. You only have 2 hours to take the exam, so make sure that you are prepared when you enter the exam. I will be available for the next week to answer any questions. to be able to help you study for this test, but you have to contact me either email or by phone or text message if you have any questions concerning this study sheet. Again, the rest of the week will go as planned. You'll have an interactive lecture. You will not have a quiz this week, but you will have a discussion question. We're a third of the way done with the semester, so keep up the good work, and if you have any questions at all, please let me know. Thanks.